Good evening there, coming to you again on Saturday evening. Let's talk about the last 7-day period, a few events that unfolded. So going back to last weekend, we had this front here, rush northwards over New Zealand, sort of later into Sunday, overnight into Monday. It was pushing over the North Island. Now, I didn't attribute much risk to this front. I attributed more risk to the unstable air in behind. But in the end, this front did produce a lot of thunderstorms, especially there for the west coast as it moved northwards, and there was heavy rain and thunderstorms that spilled over the Alps and into western parts of Canterbury, especially inland about the foothills. Even Rangiora, I believe you may have had some thunder in parts of inland North Canterbury. There were some cool photos taken by Dean French from Greymouth. He runs something there called TNR Photography, and he caught some really nice lightning photos from Greymouth there, looking out over the Greymouth Bar area. I don't see too many photos from the west coast of nice forked lightning. The problem with thunderstorms is often there is a lot of heavy rain, and it's hard to take photos of lightning when you've got heavy rain falling, and it's not really conducive to that. You get a wet lens, you're always trying to clean it up, but I believe I saw a comment there, you're inside a car, so that makes things a little bit easier. But even then, it's hard to get a clear shot, but well done on those photos. They were really nice. But anyway, here is the map for Monday afternoon, and there's the front there as it reached the North Island. But yeah, it was definitely a South Island type of thing. These showers here in the east on Monday, I don't believe anything really happened. That's what I was talking about. You know, there could be something here for Canterbury later in the day. I don't think anything really happened though. Anyway, then this is the map for today, but produced last weekend. Now, in a sense, a similar situation to this has unfolded, but there are differences. We talked about unstable air here. That's ended up coming north a lot further, and this front has gone further east, and this area of low pressure has more or less formed over New Zealand a bit more. Let's go to the map that's actually sort of occurred. So there's that front out there, and the unstable air that's here has moved up a lot further northwards. Therefore, the North Island has received unstable weather and thunderstorms today in various areas. I believe there's been some there in the east. The Bay of Plenty also, perhaps other parts of the upper North Island. The South Island, no thunderstorms really, although at the time of this video that I'm filming it, I haven't really seen anything occur, but there could have been something occur for the top of the South Island, sort of inland areas there. Let's go to tomorrow, where it is the upper North Island. You're going to have a chance once again. There's still some unstable air there, so it could be a few thunderstorms move through. East and South Island, it's just a bit miserable, showers or some rain, cold south to southwesterly winds. Could be a little bit of snow for the ski fields though. That's always nice. Let's go to Monday, where we've got a new front heading in here, and that's going to rush over New Zealand sort of later on Monday into Tuesday. I believe Tuesday, which we'll go to in a second, the front is already well off to the northeast there. Now, I don't think there's going to be much risk with this front thunderstorm wise, but you know, I said that with that front sort of last Sunday overnight into Monday, didn't I? And we ended up getting really good thunderstorms for the west coast, so you never know. There could be something here in the west as that front pushes northwards, something to watch. There is the map for Tuesday, and we can see that front is already way up there, pushing off the North Island to the northeast. Now, there is some very cold air over the South Island on Tuesday. Potentially some unstable air too, but the air is very dry at the surface. If any CBs form, CBs, short for cumulonimbus, clouds, I'd say they'll be sort of like high wispy based things, but you never know, there could be some lightning, maybe here in the west. There's actually some unstable air here in the east too, but yeah, because of that very dry air, if anything forms, I think, yeah, they'll be sort of like very high based wispy sort of clouds, but sometimes they can produce small hail. Outside chance of some lightning, but yeah, it's like a real outside chance. But we like to cover all chances. Now, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, not really too much happening. By about Thursday, Friday, a northwesterly airflow starts to establish a little bit more. It's Saturday, where we can see that northwesterly airflow a bit better, and I'm showing this map because, of course, there is a thunderstorm chance. It's mainly here for the west coast. Now, there is a lot of unstable air down here to the southwest, and because I'm doing this video Saturday evening, we will include a map for Sunday as well. There we go. Okay, a lot of unstable air here. Once again though, this map is a week away. It probably won't unfold like this, but it's interesting to look at nonetheless. The west coast there, here in the south, and maybe up this eastern side for the South Island later in the day, there could be thunderstorms. A lot of cold, unstable air there. Okay, we'll catch you again next Saturday. Cheers.
Thunderstorm large hail has been forecast. Storm moving northwards on the Campbell Plains towards